Hi everyone, I'm Diana Palm, the Love Witch, and today I want to talk to you about being lost or feeling lost. If you've ever been lost, go ahead and give me a show of hands. I think it's a human condition. I think if you have gone through your life and not ever felt lost, then you may either be in denial or you haven't been stretching yourself, because being lost is literally one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself. It means you've left your comfort zone. You've gotten out of the box. You've left group consciousness and what other people have projected onto you. You've left the control. You've left the paradigm. You've left the matrix. So if you have been feeling lost, I want you to, right now in this moment, not be scared about being lost. Embrace being lost. I have been lost over and over in my life. And sometimes what I find when I'm feeling the most lost, it's the feeling of losing everything, but what you really lose is other people's projections, expectations, and your own obligations to fulfill it. So getting lost is really more about finding yourself. And we have to go through this as many times as we have to in life. And I think that they're all blessings. Every single time you lose yourself or feel lost in life, it's an opportunity for you to dig deep and discover something new and beautiful about your experience here and about your gifts and what you can share with the world. It's an opportunity for you to show up new and different and stronger and better. It's an opportunity for you to recreate yourself, rebirth yourself into your own life as more you than you were before. When we're going through life, it's really easy to take on other people's ideas about us. And a lot of times that can actually influence our own identity. What your family thinks you should do, what your boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or husband thinks you should do, what your kids imagine that you should be doing, right? Or your friends. Maybe it's your friend group and a collective consciousness that pigeonhole you a certain way and expect you to do certain things in that group dynamic. And it's okay to leave that behind. Some of the things that you may experience when you're feeling lost is a slower timeline. It may literally feel like your days are stretched out and there's so much time to fill. Parts of you may want to run back to who you used to be, or reconnect with people that you used to know, or get on the phone and have familiar conversations. But if you prevent yourself from doing that, if you just take a minute and stay in that space, even though it feels uncomfortable, this is when you will receive divine knowledge as downloaded right into your cells, right into your heart. You will receive the guidance, not from any of your familiar people, but either from a new person or from a dream or from an intuitive gut feeling. Basically, every time you're lost, you're allowing yourself to tune in with the universe and to your amazing helpers in heaven, your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones. We all have huge spiritual support teams, but we often can't hear them because we're so focused on our human support teams. But you guys, humans are humans, which means humans are flawed. Humans make mistakes. Humans project their will onto you. And many times they don't even know it. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And truly, the only way to really find yourself is to allow yourself to get a little bit lost sometimes. You will always find yourself again. The journey that one goes through when feeling lost is quite amazing. And I've noticed in my own personal life, this is when I've experienced the most miracles, the most really crazy synchronistic meetings with new people, or information has come to me out of nowhere. And I feel like you can intentionally get lost so that you can find yourself without having it be so disruptive in your life. If you just begin to pull away from some of the normal things in your life that have been creating boxes or barriers or limits around you, and start to either spend some time alone so that you can tune in with yourself, or do some other new activity that's very inspiring that brings you around new people. Another way to think about being lost is that you're actually being led. Yes, that's right, you guys. We all have huge spiritual support teams. And sometimes when you're feeling totally disappointed by the way things have been going in life and you're feeling lost inside, if you take that time to tune in with yourself and get into an environment where you can have some peace and quiet, you will literally feel led. And it may just be like an idea pops into your head. Go to the grocery store, go to the gas station. And it may seem small, but I'm telling you, if you follow it, that could lead you to the next place and the next place and the next place. You know, it might be that you go to the gas station to pump gas, run into an old friend who you find is on a really amazing journey in life, and suddenly you connect and they have a good connection for you to get to the place that they're going. Or maybe they have information that you need to help put some things together in your life or to help you out. Maybe they mention that they have a position open in their business and offer you a job. And so you decide to take it, and maybe at that job, you meet the love of your life. That's how we get unstuck. We don't plan it. It's not an intellectual pursuit. You can't navigate it on paper. It can't make sense. Coming out of being lost means tuning in spiritually, allowing yourself to follow the guidance from spirit. Follow your divine guidance. You're connected to spirit. So when you feel things, when you feel inspired, when you feel a sudden urge to do something unusual that may take you into a different neighborhood or a different venue or a different group of friends, trust it. Take those steps forward, because coming out of being lost is absolutely phenomenal. We only get lost when we've given ourselves away. People used to laugh at me because I literally followed my guidance for the majority of my life, which led me from Minnesota to California to Las Vegas, back to Minnesota, out to Hawaii, back to Minnesota, to Arizona, back to Minnesota, to Florida 2 times, back to Minnesota in between, to Wisconsin, Florida, Minnesota, and now Arizona again. But I have always followed my divine guidance. I've also become quite adept at carrying my house on my back, which means I can live with very little and make it feel very comfortable, because I've had enough exposure to trusting my faith, following the signs, and having the ability to create home with whatever you have wherever you are. Sometimes we think of home as having to put down deep roots and staying planted in one place forever. And if that's how you vibe, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're growing in other areas. But for those of you who are watching that are feeling lost, trust me, every time I moved to a new place, I went through this energy of being lost, and I followed the signs. I followed my guidance. I allowed myself to step into a new environment and really connect with the people there, and really find myself expressing more sides to myself, expressing myself more authentically, finding out more about myself in my entire journey. You can never truly be lost, because you're here, you're right here, your home is here, your heart is here, and you're always connected. So the illusion around being lost feels misplaced, feels alone or isolated or abandoned, and I know a lot of people feel that way. But if you do, if you're feeling lost, tune in with yourself. Tune in with the energy that you are as your spiritual being, instead of all the things that we derive our identity from. All those things can literally be stripped away. Your family can change, your friends can change, your job can change, your home can change, the weather can change, your geographical location can change, everything. But you know what? You're right here. You're still right here. And I think that's really valuable to know, that you can never really truly lose yourself. But I do know that you can feel that way and go through moments in time when you feel that way. So I'm inviting you to take a look within. I'm also inviting you to make some bold changes in your life. If you're feeling called somewhere and you have not followed through yet, take the chance. If you're feeling guided into a new career field, if you're feeling a desire to reach out to somebody, if you're feeling pulled to make something in the world and you've been holding yourself back because you're afraid to fail, go ahead and take that chance. If something deep within you is telling you, move, try a new location, go experience a new life in a different place, go do it. Trust in the signs that you get. Trust in your divine guidance, and give yourself that shot to find yourself again. Now, your signs might be different than another person's signs. I interpret my signs through all aspects of nature, But that could also include people. I could overhear a conversation where somebody says something and one or two of their words really reach me, and I'm thinking, wow, that's amazing. They just mentioned Phoenix, and now I'm considering moving to Phoenix. Or it could be an animal messenger, which simply means you might be sitting out on the driveway having your coffee, and a squirrel runs up and jumps on your foot right when you're thinking about changing jobs. That would be a yes. Or it could be that you just feel a desire, a pull, an inspiration, or love or fondness for a certain place in the country. Go try it out. Go live there. You know, you only have one life to make incredible. You are co-creating your life, which means you're designing it. And the universe is here to support you. The universe will work through other people, through animals, through situations and circumstances, even through the weather. The universe is all that is. It's all encompassing, and you are a part of the magical universe. So tap in with that. Tap in with yourself. Allow yourself to receive signs. Allow yourself to trust in the signs, and give yourself the strength to follow them with an open heart, with courage, to overcome any fears that you may have. You know, there's never any real setbacks. We're just all going like this through life, but wow, what a journey. But if you never take that journey because you're so afraid to change, then that's probably the person that's really lost. If you like this video, give me a like down below. Tell me if you've been lost, and tell me what kind of adventure did you have during that time when you were feeling lost. And how did you come out of it? And if you'd like some help clearing your blocks and limits so that you truly can be courageous and step into your next level life, into the great adventure, and go find yourself, make sure you set up a private session with me at www.dianapalm.com. If you like this video, be sure to give me a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I can't wait to help you manifest the life and the love you deserve.